Hello, beautiful people. My name is Maylene and I have been in the fashion industry for over 18 years, and I have also started my own brand called Dragonfly, but I've not done a new collection since about 3 years because I began working as a full-time freelance designer for a New York company. Which gave me very little time for anything else. But now I'm here to give you some valuable tips on how to start your own fashion brand. Every week or every other week, I will be tackling a topic that will break down and help you reach your goal. So grab a pen and a pad and whatever else you may need and make yourselves comfortable. Let's get started on this week's topic. Mood boards. I love them. This round though, I would like to try something a little bit different. So why don't we start with sort of a visualization activity, and then we'll go through a slideshow of some of my work, some of the mood boards that I have done in the past, and include some tips and tricks in between, as my goal here and my role is to motivate and inspire you rather than tell you what you can and cannot do. First things first, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with friends that could benefit from this or any of my other videos. I would totally appreciate it, and feel free to ask me any questions down below. Let's get started with this visualization. Bring to mind a concept, an idea, or simply something you'd like to manifest for yourself, what we call a vision board. Bring it into your mind. Take a moment to breathe in deeply and release. Now I would like you all to close your eyes. Yes, please close your eyes. This won't take long. And just try to relax. Like in a dream, let images flow through you. You have a goal, and it is there within your reach. You can visualize it all to the last detail, the colors, the shapes, the feelings, all falling into place like a puzzle, dazzling you with its clarity. Breathe in and release. Your vision is so real, so vivid in your mind. You can touch and feel it, you can smell it, but somehow you can't get it out of your head. What's in here, in your mind, can't be translated to life, and that's why a mood board is such a great tool. This is what I want you to explore, how to channel that inspiration into a focused storyboard. Open your eyes and give it one more breath in, and now shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. And I hope you feel a little more relaxed than when you first began this video, and that you feel inspired. I want to share with you a little bit of my schooling background to give you an idea how I came to become a fashion designer. I remember as a little kid, I was always drawing and I was quite attracted to all things creative, and my mom always encouraged it. When I was 13 years old, I went to an international boarding school in India, in the foothills of the Himalayas. It's called Woodstock School. Ooh, shout out to all my classmates, the 96ers Vision class. Miss you all. It makes me a little bit nostalgic. Anyway, so this is where I had the opportunity to explore a lot of different types of art forms, including acting. It was so much fun. But even though I really wanted to become an artist, I didn't have the guts to do it. I didn't really quite believe in myself. And I thought something close to it, but where I could get a proper job with, was to become a fashion designer. So after graduating, I lived in Argentina for a few months, thinking I would go to a fashion school there, only to realize I wanted to go to Italy for it. I've always dreamt about it, and I always thought, yes, this is what I wanted. I was so sure of it that when I applied for the international program at Polimoda in Florence and got accepted, I was over the moon, and I couldn't get there fast enough. This program is part of FIT in New York City. So after the first year, I headed over to New York to finish my degree. It was a glorious journey. And then I began working as a designer and loved it very much, even though it was a lot of hard work, really. It's not an easy industry to be in. This was about 20 years ago when there wasn't as much online access to information, inspiration, courses. So having a degree really mattered. It still does. I'm not negating it. I still believe it to be essential, but what I'm trying to say is that fortunately nowadays you have people that share their knowledge and experiences to help you do it on your own, to nurture your goals and dreams. So go for it. And getting back to mood boards, we now also have a treasure trove of inspiration online. Wow, make the most of that because there is a lot. I like using Vogue's website. They have great fashion news as well as their runway shots. I also like using the usual Pinterest, Instagram, even Google search when looking for something specific. There are also a few forecasting websites such as WGSN, but they're very expensive and are mostly used by large fashion companies. Now, don't forget books. Please don't forget books. They are a great source of creativity. Take a look at books about crystals, architecture, furniture, botany, travel, and so on. Then there's photos from museums. You can just head out to a museum and start taking pictures that really speak to you. And of course, there are magazines as well. When starting a mood board, consider first writing down a mind map, a stream of consciousness on paper. Where are you headed with it? Style, feeling, colors, but most importantly, what story are you portraying? Once you have brainstormed a bit and wrote down a few keywords, start with your image search. This is my favorite part, but it can get overwhelming and you can get lost in it. So my advice is to set up different folders in one place so things are easier to find there. Just have it all in one place. Once you start the collage process, you might have the instinct to sort of pile on a lot of photos. Again, depending on what you're going for, it's okay, but consider Coco Chanel's quote. Before you leave the house, look in the mirror and take one thing off. So try to do the same here. Once you feel you are almost done, take one or two images off to keep it concise and clean. I have done countless of mood boards, vision boards, brand identity boards, trend books, lookbooks, and granted, this experience has helped me refine my skills, but it's also about going with your gut and because you believe in the process. And of course, you need to be open-minded about how the vision in your head could jump out into a digital concept that could turn out to be quite different to what you initially meant it to be. This is very common. And now I would love to share with you some of my past mood boards and trend books and such, just to give you a little inspiration and just know that a lot of them are quite old, but it's all part of the process. And I hope you simply enjoy and take note of some of the things that I've done in the past. This one was inspired by a particular type of textiles that I was feeling at the time. I also love seeing a color that will be big in a season, so this one was for chartreuse. The next one is for embroideries that at the time I felt were strong. Then we have fun patches. The color gold, I love it. Hello Yellow. This is one of my favorites, and it actually did in that season become pretty big, this color. A lot of the boards I made were really for fun, to add to my own brand social media. Oh, I love this one, 80s vibe. And then we have the indigo color, very, very subtle. And this one is actually for a denim brand. It was a brand identity introduction sort of mood board, and it shows who our girl is. Then we have kimonos. Ooh, kimonos became so big for a while. And romantic roses. Oh, I just love really that tone of rose pink. Aha, here we have another denim brand, sort of a brand direction booklet, which you can see here at the beginning. We have the cover. Then I created a mood board for it. Page 3 has sort of the philosophy, the what we stand for as a brand. Then we have the packaging and labeling, super fun. And then finishing it with another mood board about who this girl is, you know, very surfer, skater chick type of direction. This next one is a trend book. I used to do 5 trend books a season. This one is called Au Naturel. Now they have several pages, and as you can see, the first one is, again, just the mood of it. Then we have the concept and a little blurb for it, the color story. We move on to prints and graphics. Then you have the materials and textiles. Next, you have the key items. There are 2 pages of this. Then key items in denim, 2 pages of this. Then you have the accessories and the styling. And at the end, just sort of a cover page to finish it off. Yes, and now we have a second one called Digital Expression. This one is another trend book that was part of the same season. So again, you have the mood, the concept, the color story, prints and graphics, materials and textiles, then 2 pages of key items in silhouettes, key items in denim, 2 pages of this as well again, accessories, styling, and the end cover. And now I'd like to share a third one with you, but just the mood and the concept, also part of the same season. It's called Retro Resort. This next one is for a menswear brand. They wanted to add some denim, so I created a mood board that sort of spoke to the guy. The next one we have for Mano. It's a lifestyle brand, and it's all about beach wear, bikini, swimsuits, sort of beach cover-ups and things like that. So again, we start with a cover, sort of a mood board for it. Then we have the bikinis, swimsuits, and the next 3 pages are inspirations for apparel silhouettes, labeling ideas and concepts, and interior for the shop and fixtures. Here again, like any other mood board, even though I included silhouettes and suggestions for swimsuits and bikinis, they're all there just as a concept to give a direction, to set a tone of what this brand could look like. So I hope you enjoyed that. I love sharing with you all of my work, and I hope it inspires you, as that is, like I said at the beginning, my motivation to be able to bring that to you. If you have gone through this process already or are in the middle of it, I would love to hear from you, your story and how you get inspired. And if you can share any other tips with our tribe, that would be amazing. Do add it on the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share with friends that could benefit from this or any other of my videos. I would totally appreciate it. And feel free to ask me any questions down below. Thank you and kisses.